Oh, hello, Wolf Pack. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. My name is Ziorami, your lovely Wolf Tuber, and today we're going to be going over a couple of replays of videos that I had the other day. I actually had some pretty good matches off stream because, of course, I did. So I figured I'd come in and get out a video for you guys watching a couple of pretty nice rounds that I had. So we're going to start off with this one over here. We're going to go from oldest to newest. I don't quite remember how these went, so we're just going to be experiencing these together. Okay, so first off, this is going to be a round of blue eyes. We've got a pretty decent hand here. Going to be siphoning off the white stone of ancients to get its effective in phase. Busting out of blue eyes to get started. And let's see what they are running on the other end. Fallen of Albaz, that's always a scary card to run with. Fortunately, I've got my ultimate creature of destruction, which is going to counter it since it's a monster effect. And I do get the reaction. So instead, he's choosing to win Karibo. Interesting choice. Got ourselves a Loot Bellion. No? Oh, believing it? Now is fused into an elemental hero Sunrise. That's an interesting follow-up. Lubellion with heroes. Miracle Fusion. Ooh, I hate that card. Usually that means a DPE is about to come out. Can't be destroyed. Oh, I still destroy them. That's cool. I forgot about that effect. I guess I just thought it was funny how they didn't read and immediately got slapped. This one should be me playing my new Rocket deck. This is more recent during the event. Oh, I love this track. It's so good. Today we're listening to some of the OST from Hollow Knight, one of my favorite games to play. Maybe I might revisit one day and upload it to the YouTube. Ooh, starting off with a horribly bricked hand here. Let's see how I worm my way out of this one. Gonna Ash Blossom the Foolish Burial. Try to slow down their start. Hopefully this will brick them the same way that it bricked me. Yep, it's passing turn. Let's see what I get to follow up with. Two blue eyes on the field at the same time. Well, I guess I'm going to start off with Ultimate Fusion. Unfortunately, it means that I'm not getting anything in the grave. But I'll at least be able to get something on the field. Got out my Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. I'm immune to traps, so I get to slap them for a clean 3,400 damage. Fish Sonar. So we're going to be fighting ourselves a water deck. Jellyfish. I think this might be the only time that I've even encountered this deck. Interesting that they're coming at me. Apparently they didn't read that I am completely immune to traps, and they self-destruct once more. God, I love playing Blue Eyes. So now this is a round that I had just last night. Now I'm positive I'm playing the Rocket decks. I probably should have previewed these before I got started in here. This one I had just last night. It actually was a really good, long drawn out back and forth between me and a Sacred Beast deck. I'm running my Rocket Boral Dragons, and they're running Sacred Beasts. Alright, let's see this opening hand. Great start. We get to start off with the Black Metal Dragon. That's always great for this deck, because that means that I get to get out Striker Dragon, hopefully being able to pull out my field spell. Let's see if they deny me the Boot Sector launch. We're training into Black Metal Dragon to get myself the Red Eyes as well. They have no response. Red Eyes in hand. Boot Sector launch. Get to activate that onto the field. Banish the Striker to bring out Red Eyes Darkness and bring back my Black Metal. And since I have nothing else, I'd rather have a bigger, beefier dragon for them to face me in the next turn. Magical Mallet? Oh no, they're going to get to draw cards. Set and pass. Alright, got ourselves a Link turret. I always forget exactly how this one works, and I think I do make the mistake. The way it works is I get to, oh, I forgot about the Raigeki sitting there and wait. Oh no, it's a Sacred Beast deck. This is when I realized that I might have fucked up. So we Raigeki what's on the field. Attack for a clean 3400. One thing I always forget is that with Link turrets, in main phase 2, I get to bring out rocket monsters from the graveyard. I have none in there right now, so it doesn't really quite matter. But now this is when things get a little bit scary. He's got his Dark Beckoning Beast going into Chaos Summoning Beast, which means that I'm about to face a big, scary Sacred Beast with 4K to slap me over the head with. And now they're pulling out Fallen Paradise, which means that they get a bunch of effects and they get to draw more cards. Scary. I'm going to deny them the damage and bring out my first rocket monster, destroying my trap to get out a second rocket monster, get some defense in so that I'm in less danger. Now they're dropping down a Chain Energy, which is absolutely terrifying for me. Whoever plays a card from the hand has to take 500 damage per Chain Energy. And meanwhile, their Awakening of the Sacred Beast gets them to suck up life points every time I summon a monster, equal to their attack. And I also take 1,000 damage every time I play something from the hand, which is equally as terrifying. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 3 rockets out, and then link out into a Borrelcode Dragon, hoping that I will get to activate a secondary effect to blow up the field. It does not work. Fallen Paradise is protecting the Sacred Beast, unfortunately, so I banished my Borrelcode to banish the Raviel, something I didn't even realize that I was able to do here, and this is my first time ever bringing out a topological Bomber Dragon from this method. But unfortunately, I have to face off against this guy who's running a scary deck with nearly 15,000 life points to counter my 7. And every time I do anything, I'm taking 1,000 damage, which is equally as scary. So now I'm trying to go Rocket Synchron to bring out my Red Eyes for its effect, but I failed to realize that Topologic Bomber Dragon destroys every monster in the monster field zones if I special summon into one of its link zones. I did not know this, so I lost my field. Fortunately, there's still bricked, so I get to pass and still attack for 3k clean damage. But I don't quite have the life points to spare when they still have over the initial. They're hoping that they're going to be able to heal up later on, so they're just going to eat the chain energy damage, and I'm working on borrowed time. And they're just going to cancel out my attack and drain out another 3k, so we know why they took the 1,000. I'm in a pretty tough spot here. I've only got 5,000 damage to their 10,000, and I'm not allowed to play out of the hand, so they're going to go ahead and just throw out some things as an attempt to slow me down. I don't know why they put the Ash Blossom in attack mode, but they're just taking advantage of more of the burn damage. I popped out Boral Supplier, thinking I'd be able to get its effect since I have a Link monster, but unfortunately it has to be a Link Boral monster, so I do not get to use Boral Supplier. And I'm just wasting life points, flailing about trying to counter this deck any way I can. And unfortunately, Forbidden Droplet does not counter spells as I was hoping. And they get to protect their fields. So it looks like they put down the Ash Blossom just so that they can activate their spell card, and we're hoping that they'd be able to do a little bit more to my Bomber Dragon. So now they're going to drop an Immortal Phoenix Gear Freed, I'm assuming is what it says. They're eating a little bit of damage, getting a little cocky, think they're going to get to heal up, and they steal my Bomber Dragon, which really puts me in a tough spot. So I've only got 3k damage, or 3k life points and nothing on the field to counter a 3,500 beat stick in front of me. Fortunately, I've got Boot Sector Launch, which will allow me to draw 3 from the grave since they have more cards on the field than I do. And they're going to destroy the equipped Link monster to destroy and neutralize my Rocket Tracer, which is definitely hurting me right now. Only thing I can do is go into a Link 2 Hieretical Seal of Heavenly Spheres and pass turn to hope that I can get rid of this Immortal Phoenix. And they unfortunately were able to sacrifice another equipped card to stop my high reticle, but at least I can get something out on the field. They're taking a little bit more life point damage. Weird that they are linking away the Chaos Summoning Beast, but we'll see how this goes. They brought out a Dark Foot. Wait, what? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna throw out a Ghost Spell to stop whatever it's about to do. Glad that I decided to not destroy that earlier in the round. And I'm gonna destroy my rocket to bring out a stronger monster, so at least I'm only gonna get hit by one thing. Hello there, Vibrant Toucan, no problem. This is actually a duel that I did last night after stream was done. I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit more damage to activate another Boot Sector launch. And I'm flailing around with only 1,000 life points. I'm no longer allowed to play anything else from my hand to the field. And I'm betting it all against this next play. They're going to stop my Rocket Tracer again, unfortunately. Destroying it from my field. Linking it into Twin Triangle Dragon. I think this is also one of the first times I've run this card. So I'm going to use that to summon out my Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Unfortunately, it is still neutralized, so I can't get its effects. And I'm linking 3 into Triple Burst Dragon. They have, unfortunately for them, made the mistake of throwing out a 0 defense monster, and I pierced them for game. I was actually on quite the high last night. This was like a 30-minute duel. I was tired. I was on pins and needles. I had no idea how I was going to counter this. But I got it to work out. So thank you for joining me in the viewing of these older decks, or these older rounds. I'm going to try to make it more of a point to save my duels whenever I have an interesting one, whether it was something that ended in a funny way or just a long drawn-out duel. I'm going to try and save those so I can upload them for your viewing pleasure. I hope you come back and join me on my next journey. And we hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.